Welcome back, Chop House Gang. Today we're working on the center console and computer housing wood trim restoration. I hope you enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, and come back for more. Alright, so we are working on the metal or the center console pieces that are covered in the vinyl today. So I did one test piece. So there you go. You can see I've already cut out the holes and I've already adhered the veneer to this piece. This was a test piece. This was a test piece and it came out really well. Let me see if I can focus it a little better. There we go. It came out really well. I'm super excited about it. I wanted to make sure this was going to work really well. So all we're doing today is we're going to prep the metal, which we have already. Okay, this is I believe 3/4 inch plywood that I have, and I've already kind of cut down the size so I can do a pressing. We're going to press this together. We've already cleaned our metal surface. We're going to clean it one more time with mineral spirits and isopropyl alcohol, and then after we've cleaned it, we are going to put a glue down on it, add the veneer, which we've already pre-cut. I will put the website I brought the veneer from in the comments below, but it's a very beautiful Pt.1 veneer. Okay, so today the glue we're using a resin glue. Okay, you can buy this from Amazon, you can buy it from Walmart, you can buy it most places. Believe it or not, Lowe's and Home Depot didn't carry this anymore, but you want to do a resin glue because you want something rigid. You don't want nothing that's going to foam up like Gorilla Glue, and you don't want nothing that's going to heat up and soften in hot summers either. You want something super rigid that's not going to move, that has a really good temperature swing. So that's why we're using resin glue today. Okay, this is going to be good stuff for what we're doing, and once it adheres very, very strongly. So when you're working with this stuff, use gloves. And I believe it's a five parts material to 2 parts water mix, and it mixes actually quite easy. And once we glue this down, put the glue on it, put the veneer on it, and we're gonna press it between 2 pieces. Alright, so here's the finished product. Almost finished at least. We've cut everything out. It looks really nice. So I can zoom out a little bit. Okay. So, oh man, I mean, once we sand down, we're gonna sand down these internal edges a little bit. And we're gonna sand the whole edge around the side. I think we're gonna be good for stain. And cover. It looks good. Now there was a couple of spots where it broke off, and that's fine. I've already glued that piece back in, and we'll sand it down. By the time we sand it down a little bit and we stain it, you won't even see it. Same right here, that little piece broke off, that's fine. We're gonna use a little wood filler in that corner, and then just a little wood filler here in the front edge. The problem with this front edge on this piece is that it actually, about a 1/4 inch in, this whole bottom piece slopes down, and it's very difficult to do a press on that. You're gonna have to, if you're fancy, you can do the same method and then carve out into the wood this piece, so that way it's like a template. You can do a pressing like that, so that way you can encompass this little 45-degree angle. You just take a chisel and a hammer, or if you have that like a wooden lathe, you can definitely core that out. But I just look at it as the time it's going to take to do that, and you're not going to see that work, because by the time you varnish this thing and install it, nobody's going to notice it, right? So that's why I got a little wood filler here, and we'll sand it down and stain it. You'll never know once it gets installed, and then you know all the edges of these pieces have edge covers, or they're covered in the vinyl, or they're stuffed in somewhere, so you won't see these edges. What's important is this portion here. Make sure that it looks perfect and undamaged, because you'll see all of this, and it is perfect and undamaged. So I'm super excited for the stain on this. Let me just do one quick thing so you can kind of see the finish. This other piece, and if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. Look at that. Look at that. That's going to be freaking beautiful. Alright, because that's the center console right there. By the time we stain and gloss this thing, it's going to look like a brand new damn piece. I mean, essentially it will be. So we're going to do this piece next. I am going to try to cut it. I know some people are going to say in the comments, well, why didn't you just cut the template out the first time? It would be easier to not cut around that glue. But part of the problem is once you press this in place, this thing will move slightly. It will move, because the same problem I had with this, well, it would move maybe 1/8 of an inch or so, and then the last thing you want is the cuts on all these different holes to be a little off, right? So, but I'm going to try it on this piece because this is a very unique shape piece, and there's stuff on the back, so it's going to be difficult to kind of press that. So I am going to try to cut. I already got some wood pieces here, and this is next, and then we're going to varnish it all together. Super excited. See you on the next one.